Hall of Fame game right around the corner. I'm going to give you guys three things that we need to take a real good look at. First and foremost, my favorite thing about Hall of Fame game and preseason game is just seeing our team playing. So as fans, don't forget to just enjoy the game. Don't look at it too hard and say, well, these guys are this and these guys are that. Just enjoy the game, enjoy football moment, enjoy football. Just enjoy football, basically. All right, so the three things that you have to pay attention to will be, first and foremost, the defensive secondary. Yeah, let me repeat, the defensive secondary. Got to pay major attention to them, making sure that those guys are getting acclimated to the NFL life. Trayvon Diggs, wonderful time out here in training camp. Looks like he's heading in the right direction. And of course, we know about sophomore slumps. I'm not saying that he will have that, but I'm looking at his tape and he looks as if though he's going to be all right. Now, he's our CB1. Yeah, he's our CB1. And of course, we want to take a real good look at Kelvin Joseph, Anthony Brown, Nashawn Wright, and see who's going to emerge as that second cornerback. It's out of those three. And of course, a lot of people can look at it and say, let's just make it Anthony Brown. That's what a lot of people will say, believe it or not. However, I just believe in taking a young kid, boss man, because he's been showing up in training camp, and throw him in the deep end of the water and say, hey, brother, see if you can swim, baby. No. You've been talking it, so let's see if you can swim it, you know. And of course, Nashawn Wright, we would like to see him get a lot of shine and opportunity as well. Now, of course, let's not sleep on Reggie Robinson, and let's not sleep on the other guys like Maurice Kennedy, who I believe played pretty good this training camp inside the slot. So I believe that he might solidify their role if he plays lights out in preseason. This is just practice, basically. Glorified practice with cameras and all of those things. So I can't wait to see how all of the secondary unit will look. Oh, excuse me. Let's bring up the safety play. DeMonte KZ, and as well as Donovan Wilson. Of course, you still got Darian Thompson out there. We're going to see if these guys can make any leads as it relates to separation, especially in the secondary. Israel, he's one of the rookies out there. We'll see whether or not he can hold his ground. We need to see those young players give us something, not looking lost. And even if they do look lost, this is the first preseason game. They might have the jelly bellies. Y'all know how that goes, right? And the second thing that we have to pay close attention to, and this will be on the offensive side, would be, and I'll jump back to defense, Cowboy Nation. Y'all know how this thing goes. I'll jump back to defense. The backup quarterback situation. Now, is this a major or minor? I'm putting it right in between. If you can lean on the aspect of, hey, you got to have your backup quarterback. So in the pinch of time or situation, you need to add somebody in that can help you win one or two games. Are they eligible to do that? And let's see what Garrett Gilbert going to do and Ben DiNucci. I understand people still have a love for Cooper Rush and these sorts of things. My whole notion of Cooper Rush, we've seen him before. We flat out know what he brings to the table. He couldn't beat out the quarterbacks over there in Giants land, for crying out loud. So I really want this assessment to be on Garrett Gilbert. Can't just say Garrett Gilbert. Garrett Gilbert. I want that assessment to be on him. And let's see what Ben DiNucci can do in training camp. DiNucci been going through his progressions and reads a little bit faster. I believe he developed a rapport with number 14. And of course, in a pinch, he do dump the ball off to the running back from Tiffin. I think his name is Jaquan Hardy. So we will find out if all of this stuff can marry up and be good out there against the Steelers. Yeah. And to sprinkle in some more things, of course, just to be on this offense a little bit longer? Can the offensive line for your mind hold up? Can we truly get the real evaluation with our backups? Brandon Knight, Terrence Steele, Ty, who else? Tyler Biadasz, and as well as maybe Connor McGovern. See if those backup roll guys can step up and be up, right? And this is still preseason, by the way. Let's get over to the defensive side of the coin. Yeah, y'all all know I don't like defense. I love defense. Who will shine on that front? The alignment and assignment, the defensive front. Now, I got some underdogs in this mix. Yeah, Austin follow you to see if he can earn something out there. Can Neville Gallimore show up in this particular preseason game? Oh, Carlos Watkins, you've been doing some good stuff out there in training camp. Can you keep that same energy, Carlos Watkins? If all said and done, can even Bradley Anae put in that work action and get some pressures out there if he's going to play? Because earlier this year, I did a quick video. It was like a 1-minute video on Bradley. And he responded and he said, yes, I'm about that work action, boss. So I can't wait to see him out there to see whether or not he continue to keep that energy out there. I'm rooting for him. You guys know I'm a sucker for the underdog. So shout out to Bradley and I. Shout out to Austin Follow You. Let's see if these guys can at least leave a footprint out there. Show up on something. Now, Randy Gregory, this game, I really don't have to really see him. I want to get the evaluations of the guys that's on the low end of the roster to see whether or not these guys can hold their ground. You know how this thing go, Cowboy Nation. So Parsons, you want to see the rookie out there. So I want to see him hit somebody finally. And I want to see Jabril Cox. I really want to see him. And of course, I want to see Keanu Neal. I want to see him. LVE, Jalen Smith, I'm not that interested in seeing them this week or what have you. Maybe the dress rehearsal game. But I want to see whether or not Luke Gifford and all of those boys on the back end of the roster, can they showcase and bring us something? And the only reason why I said Keanu Neal, Cowboy Nation, because this is new to him. Although he played linebacker, I believe, in middle school and high school. And when he went to college, they switched him over to safety. But this is new to him on a professional level, on an NFL level. So I want to see him out there on this level playing some good old linebacker role and making sure he come down the field and he's pretty good against the run, and seeing all of those things translate into a better situation and scenario. Now, I want to tell everybody right now, those are the three things that you really have to pay attention to. Secondary, backup quarterbacks, as well as the alignment on the defense. But I'm going to throw in a wild card. Special teams. Very important. Special teams. Very important. I'm going to repeat. Special teams. Very important. Why, Law? Well, this is how some of the guys can make the team. Can they go down there and hit? Can they be a gunner? Can they figure things out? Or can you be electric and static with that punt return, kickoff return? Because if you can take one to the house, then there could be a position for you, a la like a Lucky Whitehead. He showed up in a special team moment in preseason. They said, all right, we'll make him make this team. So there are chances and opportunities. Even we can go all the way back to a Miles Austin. Special teams, whether you on the gunner side, and then you saw how Miles Austin set up himself for riches beyond his mind, right? Played so well, he started dating one of those Kardashians. You playing good when you get a chance to date one of them, right? I'm just playing, but you guys get what I'm saying. Special teams, is something that a lot of people overlook. So these boys can earn their grain of salt out there playing special teams. And hopefully we can get somebody out there to remove all of the nonsense of Ezekiel Elliott. Cowboys been catfishing everybody, putting Ezekiel Elliott at punt return and as well as CD Lamb. We know they looking for that electric guy, and he could be on this roster already. Cowboy Nation, post me your thoughts, post me your concerns. If you like what you heard today, be sure to subscribe to this channel if you're new. And we talk Cowboy sports talk and beyond here. My name is Law Nation. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Go Cowboys. Let's go.